teacher at Tranquility here, and I'm also an Ayurvedic consultant, so I do Ayurvedic consultations. I occasionally offer workshops on Ayurveda, and I'm here to talk to you about Ayurveda today. So I want to explain to you a little bit what it is, and also specifically how it relates to us right now in this time as we transition into the fall season. So originally Ayurveda was considered a sister science to yoga. It is actually a very complete medical system. It is thought of as the oldest medical system in the world. But the way it is used today, the way Ayurveda is used today, is more than in terms of lifestyle, diet and lifestyle recommendations. Ayurveda still goes very closely hand in hand with yoga in that living an Ayurvedic lifestyle can help us have a better basis in body and mind, so that it enhances our yoga practice. And on the other hand, our yoga practice can also inform our Ayurvedic lifestyle. So we can choose to practice in a certain way that supports a balanced and holistic lifestyle. A big part of Ayurveda is the three doshas. They are thought of as functional energies. There are three of them. They are called Vata, Pitta and Kapha, sometimes called Kapha. And so they are the energies of movement and change, which is Vata, of transformation, which is Pitta, and then of stability, which is Kapha. Often when I meet with a person, that is the first thing I do. I look at what is their constitutional energy, both genetically speaking, so what is the constitution they were born with, but I also look at what is causing a problem right now. Very often that can be a little bit different because it can be induced by life circumstances or even seasonal changes. Which brings me to the next point, because these three doshas are also dominant during different times of the year. So in the summer, we think of it as the Pitta season. It's very hot, and here it's also very humid. The fall and early winter is thought of as the Vata season. And then the late winter and spring is thought of as the Kapha season. What this means is that during these times of the year, these particular energies are present in our environment in abundance. So specifically during this fall and early winter season, it's Vata dosha. So the qualities or the energies that are dominant are the energies of movement and change. And in terms of qualities, we think of the qualities of the energies of ether and air. And the qualities are ether and air together, so the empty space and the air that moves in the empty space are dry, are moving, hard, rough, and subtle. And so this can guide us in adjusting our lifestyle, in adjusting our diet and our habits, our routine. Because if you think about what is dominant around you, so the qualities of dryness and movement, if it's already in abundance around you, you don't want to add so much more through your lifestyle. So whatever you take in through your food and whatever you do should provide opposite qualities, so that there's not too much dryness and too much movement. So what this boils down to is basically that the foods you take in during this time should be warm, liquid or oily, which just means a healthy amount of good quality oil, and grounding. So in other words, things like more protein, more nuts, more grains, and also in terms of vegetables, more root vegetables, earthy vegetables. And this is not really rocket science. It's basically, if you go to your local farmer's market, you want to buy what your local farmer has to offer. So you want to stay a little bit away of the imported strawberries at this time. Go and see what your local farmer has to offer. Tastes you want to emphasize during this time are sweet, sour, and salty. And then another thing is, in terms of your lifestyle, two little tips is, one is an oil massage in the morning, where you get out of bed, you do a little bit dry brushing with a washcloth or a dry brush, and then you use some nice warm sesame oil that you can just warm in a little glass bottle in the sink while you do your dry brushing. You put that all over your body, just takes about 5 minutes, and then you step into the shower and you rinse it off. Very good way to balance Vata dosha. And so finally, one last tip is be regular in your daily habits. During the time of fall, when Vata dosha is dominant, there's so much change and movement in the air that we want to balance this a little bit by having routines and having regularity in our lifestyle. So trying to get up roughly at the same time, trying to get to bed at the same time, trying to roughly have meals at the same time. So have a rhythm, a regular rhythm in your life. So if you have any questions, feel free to grab me after class, talk to me, or feel free to set up an appointment to learn more about your own dosha, to get some recommendations for your lifestyle. And you can just do that by talking to the front desk or emailing me at anna@tranquilspace.com. Namaste.